People said I should have her in the podcast.
Yeah.
It would add more attention.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Did you
you're
fly
in
out?
it. Yeah, we
Yeah.
flew out 5.5 hour flight for me and Honey.
Ugh.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
What's going on, guys? It's MadManPlant. We are here at MJ BizCon. We are at the first timers sesh, which I snuck in because I'm not a first timer. It's my third timer. And I got Stephen here with Legendary Leafies. Now, you probably remember him from being at my house. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good to be here. Good, exciting information at the first timers. Little sit down with everybody. Good opportunity to kind of network. And yeah, go ahead.
So sorry. Hi, guys.
And realistically, I mean, it's just wonderful to, like I said before on the podcast, like to equate the camaraderie to that military style approach of, you know, like
Yeah.
everybody's there to support each other. And it's phenomenal to enter an industry that offers that. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm super excited for today and the rest of the week to really see what I can do to get my stuff out there.
Yeah, when you said you were attending the event, I didn't know that you had a booth at the
Oh,
event.
yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
pretty tight.
Yeah, that was absolutely like. So what came in? We didn't end up talking about it on the podcast, but one thing you were talking about was, you know, how do you compete with like the other company, Cannabis,
Yeah.
right?
Cannabis Gaming.
Yeah, and they have the trading card game where there's logic involved. You
Yep,
know what I mean? Whereas ours is education, more like a sports card. So
Gotcha.
to answer your question fully, there's no competition because we're in two different lanes. Although yes, both categorically cannabis trading cards by all means. That's like collecting Pokemon versus collecting NFL cards, right? So all the love to them, all the support to them, absolutely. We're in different sides of the, you know, same side of the road, different sides of the street, I guess.
Well, I mean, even if you were on the same playing field, I think
Yeah, either way.
the thing is, there's enough space here. I mean, there's 7 football fields worth
Yeah.
of business services, cultivation, a lot of other things, marketing, all that. So there's room for everybody. And I mean, with the world the way it is, we need different things. You know, having different types of markets, different types of things is healthy for consumers. It gives them more options. It gives them more flexibility. And they like this because of that, but they could also like this because of that. It's like me, who likes Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
I drink them both.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, it
care.
does, yeah.
To me, they're both Coke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Talk a little bit about some of the things that you're excited about and why you think MJ BizCon is really going to be a great hitter for you guys.
Yeah, honestly, I think the biggest part about it is introducing what we have to the industry. You know what I mean? Like, as of right now, in terms of the things that we're offering and the things that we're expanding upon, like, I'm not seeing anything like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I'm not seeing strained character croc gibbets. You know what I mean? Like, those things to where it's visually engaging, right? To where people are they're prompted to ask the question, what is that? You
Yeah.
know, they see Purple Punch on the big wall banner and they're prompted to be like, what is that giant muscular purple thing? Like, what are you guys? And
Who are you?
Yeah, exactly. And that's really what excites me, is being able to teach people and tell people and show that, hey, we have an additional segue to education behind cannabis. And you know, I'm really doing for me what my best friend did for me, or I'm doing for others what my best friend did for me, in terms of like, hey, you may not be a fan as your casual consumer, or somebody who doesn't consume at all. You may not be a fan, but I'm asking that you educate yourself so that other people can understand why other people are doing it, and it leads to way more positive approaches to cannabis and education overall.
Well, I think, and we've been talking a lot about that through
Yeah.
education and stuff, that's the ultimate way that we combat this.
Yep.
Is we bring people in and we show them the difference. You know, a lot of times you don't know what you're looking at, and the problem is we don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
And I think that's the lost gray area that we get trapped in. But events like this show you the power. So you've never been to anything like this before. This is your first time
No.
being something like this.
So I went to, like this, yes. I mean, there's almost nothing like this, right? But I've gone to the Cannabis Festival that was in DC earlier in the year. The Cannabis Cup
Yeah.
on 420, and then I went to the Cannabis event. So nothing in this scale, right? Which is super exciting. Like, to understand that there's 25 to 30,000 people here every single day, and you never know. You know what I mean? Like what they said with networking. Everybody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows some. So just ask.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my time as a Marine Corps recruiter, like if I found an applicant that was disqualified for, you know, X reason, right, whether they had asthma or whatever, like I would still ask, be like, hey, do you know anybody that might want to join? So that's literally going to translate into what I'm doing now, in terms of the table setup and being like, hey, maybe you and I can't work together, but can you think of anybody in your network that could work with me? You know what I mean? Like the fact that they have the seed section or the seed vault over there, dude, absolutely. You know what I mean? Like I'm looking for unique growers that are trying to develop their own phenotypes and want to potentially collaborate together so I can create a character with them and get their strain recognized via character, and then hopefully it assists in growing. You know what I mean? So then they have a really engageable piece of artwork tied to their strain, and hopefully I can assist them in growing. You know what I mean? And it's all about collaboration and paying homage to an industry that I'm just beginning in.
Well, I think for a lot of people, even people that have been in the game, you know, this is still a very evolving community and opportunity. So even those who have legacies in it, you know, they're still having to keep up and then also continue to pioneer. So I think, you know, like most things, you know, this is on a spectrum, and you see that here from the person that just started business to the company that's converting to cannabis type products or services, to, you know, people that have been here for all 13 years of MJ BizCon.
Yeah, that's what's going to be like really unique and engaging to me is being able to meet some of the industry leaders, but also, like you said, like the people that are just beginning. You know what I mean? And I love communicating with people. Like it's super important to me. I love talking with people. I love sharing my story. So to know that I could meet in a, you know, I'm super naive to the super important people that have been here for 13 years. Like I don't know all the names, you know what I mean? But having the opportunity to learn that and then go out and potentially meet that person and then network with that person and just establish a relationship and hopefully build from there as well. Like it's so exciting for me. Plus my team is all here too. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a blast. Like,
yeah, no, and it's cool that you got your team out here. I wish my teammate Lacey would have been here, but she had to be at home, unfortunately. So it's just me and Honey, which Honey is now taking a nap.
Yeah.
Honey.
She's crashed out. Hey, mamas.
She's like, comfortable. Person needs to say something on camera. Person not said anything all day. Maybe she's still mad at me. I don't know.
She's like, you
She
put
gives
me on
me
an
the silent
airplane?
treatment. Actually, she likes the airplanes.
Oh, yeah?
She sits and she's perfect. Does a great job. No complaining.
Yeah.
She's just really just like, oh, I keep yawning. I need a Red Bull. Do they sell Red Bulls
Something,
here?
right?
Like,
probably out in the lobby.
Shot of energy, espresso here. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck. And I didn't even stay that late. What time did you go to bed last night?
Like midnight.
What?
Like midnight. Midnight, 1
I
o'clock.
went to bed around 1:30.
Yeah.
I went to a couple after parties.
We were, we didn't do that. We stayed up playing pool all night. We did like a huge round robin between like the 5 of us and just played pool all night.
Oh, that's
watching, we were watching, The Boys on Amazon.
Okay.
So a couple of us hadn't seen it yet, so we were like, oh, let's watch it. And then they watched the first episode where the chick like gets blown up, and they were like, oh, and I was like, this is nothing, dude. Just wait, like, yeah. So, yeah, we just kind of been hanging out. Like we've all been friends for, you know, just about right over a decade, and you know, it was kind of the first time in about that same amount of time that we've all collectively been inside of a room together.
Yeah.
So it's like super fun to be like, yo, like how you been, man? Like good to hug you again. You know what I mean? So yeah, we just hung
it's like
out.
let the good times
snacked.
roll type deal, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, one of my buddies is a stand-up comedian out of Colorado, and he came in last night. He got in at like 9 o'clock, and then they went and got food, and he's like, yo, there's an open mic at midnight. Like, I'm going to go to it. And I was like, bro, we got the event tomorrow. He's like, it's fine. I'll be there. Like, it's cool. And I'm like, okay, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, be smart. And then they go and get tacos, and then they ended up just coming back because he's like, bro, after traveling, I got the tacos, and it was relaxed time, you know? Plus, we were obviously, you know, a little lifted individually, so.
A little lifted
individually.
Individually lifted.
Yeah. So that's a good way to define the spectrum. Individually lifted.
I'm gonna coin that.
Yeah, hey, take it, bro. It's all yours.
No, that's awesome. But no, I think it's great. 2 guys from Virginia. I mean, we live right down the street from each other.
Yeah, fucking 5 minutes from each other, like crazy.
But yeah, no, it's going to be a great show, and it's already filling up. God, I keep yawning. Fuck. I hope this isn't gonna last the whole day. I need a Red Bull.
Go get some coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, no?
It's not my thing.
Ah.
Yeah, Red Bull or nothing, or
Yeah,
I just I get over it.
Yeah, I agree. I used to be Amps, the Mountain Dew.
I remember that they had a cherry one that I loved.
Ooh.
I don't know what
I
happened.
feel like that would taste like cough syrup, though.
I love Code Red.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like I like with the orange one. Was that high voltage or
No, that's
voltage or
Live Wire. That's
Live Wire.
Live
Yeah,
Wire.
yeah.
That's what
that
I
was
like.
my favorite, dude. Like I was and then obviously
They still have
most
it.
people's favorite, freaking Baja Blast.
Baja
Like when they
Blast.
made that purchasable instead of only being at Taco Bell, bro. They were so smart to do that. Like put it in cans. Now they have the hard kind, like
Yeah.
the ones with liquor. They're fucking dangerous, dude. Like they taste just sweet, just like Baja Blast, and you're just going, and then you're like, whoa, because the sugar wears off and the alcohol kicks in, and
Yeah.
you're just like, oh crap, I'm freaking hammered right now. So, and I don't even drink that much either. Like, so, but yeah, it was fun, dude. Like coming out here was great. I drove to Tennessee the first day, then Texas, then New Mexico, and then Phoenix, and then here. So spent about a day or at least a night to sleep. Drove less than 12 hours each day. Like had family or friends in each area. So
Code.
good little chunks, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a blast, dude. I enjoyed the drive. New Mexico is very beautiful. Like driving through New Mexico is so beautiful.
Yeah, I did that on my motorcycle once when we went to California on our
Yeah.
bikes, and it was awesome.
Are you crotch rocket guy or Harley guy?
Harley.
Harley? Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that on a
Wherever
crotch
he went,
rocket.
he's had a slew of crotch rockets, like Ducatis, Yamahas, like
That's tight.
like he used to go to Circuit of the Americas in Dallas, I want to say,
Okay.
and he would take his Ducati there for track days and just fly, dude. And I'm like, you're crazy, man. Like that, I get the adrenaline behind that, but skydiving is about as far as I go. in
Skydiving
terms
is
of
good.
that. Like, have you been?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I did it here in Las Vegas, Sin City skydiving.
Craziest, like the first time I went was in Phoenix with my other buddy that's here too, and my best friend. And then the second time I went was in San Diego. Just 50 seconds of like pure adrenaline falling, like everything that
amazing.
mentally
Yeah.
is skydiving was probably like the most exhilarating part of it.
I think once you open the chute, it's kind of boring floating to the ground, but
Yeah. You're like, let me fall.
well, I'm gonna let you get going because
Absolutely,
we
dude.
got more podcasts coming your way. How can people follow you and support you?
Absolutely. Follow on social media, specifically Twitter and Instagram. Support by staying in touch. Engage with the content. Pay attention to the website for when we get the retail stuff all set up, and just support. You know what I mean? Whether it's verbal or financial, like we can use, and we love all of it. So just stay in touch.
That's right. Guys, it's been an awesome interview, Stephen.
Yes, sir,
Good luck
Stefan.
today. Can't wait to come by your booth.
Oh, absolutely.
We will see you guys real soon here at MJ BizCon.
Later. All right, brother man.